What's going on, everyone? Hello, hello, hello. Happy April the 2nd, 2024. I'm sorry, drinking some water. Good to see you guys. I hope you guys had a great Easter weekend. Glad to be back with you guys. My name is Chris. I'm the CEO here at Leeloo. What an honor and privilege is to hang out with you guys and be able to hang and talk. Today's live stream is mainly focused for those who are new to Lilu, those who are new to our Lilu family. And maybe you've been around for a few months, but you've never really taken the time to join us and maybe ask questions. This is a great time to do that. And of course, if you've been around for a while, obviously you're welcome to, and you're welcome to ask any questions. What I always ask is that please be sure that don't ask any very specific questions about your specific account. For example, don't say like, "Hey, on February 15th, my profit was this and this happened." Those kind of questions are best to ask support. So if you have any of those questions, please email support@leadtrading.com. Um, but regarding anything else, you can ask in here, especially general questions, anything that can apply to anyone. So let's do a quick sound check, make sure we're good. Somebody said the volume is low. So let me know if it is too low. Will somebody tell me if it's good, if we're good to go? There is a real big storm here where I live. So this storm could be affecting my internet or my volume or something. But yeah, let me know if you guys can hear me loud and clear. And once you guys give me the green light, we'll be good to go. Okay, great, good to hear. So top shot, thanks, appreciate it. So also, guys, be in the lookout for a video later today. I'm gonna post. I'm gonna be picking out some winners from the last video that we did. Um, Actually, 2 videos ago that we did to give out some really cool stuff, including I'm gonna be giving out some straight to PAs. Okay, so be in the lookout for that. And it's not too late. I haven't done the video yet, so in fact, it's not too late for you to go and be part of that if you want to. Okay, so and all you got to do is if you go to this video here, let me try to bring it up here. So let's see if I can zoom in a little too much there. Let's see here. That's not what I wanted. Let's try that. So if you go here to this video, if I can get it going here. Let me change this around here. There we go. Okay, so if you go into this video, it's called Payouts Info, new dashboard, giveaways, epic sales, one there. This is from several days ago, 8 days ago. We met all the requirements, over 100 comments, over 100 likes, over 1,000 views. So if you're interested in your chance to potentially win a straight to PA, some free Leeloo Express bundles and all that, absolutely free, you can have a chance to win that if you go and comment. Okay, so I haven't done the video yet where I select a random comment. You do have to answer the question, so please be sure you answer that question. And when you answer that question, you will be able to write it on the comments, and then if you get selected and you answer that question, then you have a chance to win. So I highly encourage you guys to go and check that out, so you can have a chance to win. I'll probably be doing that here later today, where I will also be introducing a brand new deal that we have never done before. So I'm going to give you a quick peek at the new deal that we're going to have introducing later today. And it's only going to be for this week alone. But what you're going to have later today is we're going to have a deep discount on some of the accounts. So I'll wait for the video to tell you specifically information, some specific information on that. But for every, let me see if I have the information here. For every 5 accounts you buy, you can then email Leeloo, email support Leeloo, support at leelootrade.com. Let us know, hey, I bought 5 accounts. For every 5, so if you bought 10, that's 2 entries. For every 5 accounts you buy, you will be entered into a daily giveaway. Okay, so that daily giveaway is a straight to PA. We're giving out a daily straight to PA every day for traders to buy um, uh, 5 accounts, or for every 5 accounts. So what you will do is you're going to, if you buy 5 accounts, you email support, hey guys, I bought 5 accounts. We would take your email and put it into a drawing. At the end of the day, or the start of the next day, actually, we would then do a random drawing. And if your name pops up, you're going to get a straight to PA account, meaning you don't have to qualify for that specific account. And all you got to do is just pay the PA fee and all that kind of stuff. So we'll do that each day. We'll select a random winner. So if you buy 15 accounts, that's 3 entries. If you buy 10 accounts, that's 2 entries. If you buy 5 accounts, that's 1 entry. And you can buy as many as you want, as many entries. Then the next day, it starts over. So you have a chance to win each day. You can win multiple times, or your chances also increases because we're selecting new traders each day from that day on. So if you buy accounts on Tuesday, and if you didn't win, then you have a chance to buy new accounts on Wednesday. And if you win, great. Then you still got a chances to buy accounts on Thursday and Friday, giving you a chance to win multiple straight to PAs, or at least one, hopefully, between now and then. So be in the lookout for that. But also, I'll be giving out some real cool giveaways for this video. So if you go to our YouTube video, I'll show you the link here, in fact. So you can go there, and if you haven't already done so, go ahead and go and like the video, watch the video, because there's some really good information that you need to know regarding the steps for payouts and how to go to the new dashboard and all that information. Okay, so this is a very good video. It's a very valuable video if you're a Leeloo trader and you have performance accounts, or if you plan on having a performance account. This is a good video to watch. Um, Furthermore, even though the sale is not going on, it's still a good video to watch. And furthermore, make a comment answering the question in the video for your chance to win some really good prizes, including some straight to PA giveaways. Okay. All right. So let's, by the way, if you're new here, we want to welcome you. If you're hanging out with us for the first time, visiting with us for the first time, will you just let me know in the comments, hey, this is my first time here. I promise you, we won't embarrass you or anything like that. We just want to say hi, and that also kind of gives me an idea who is new here and who's never been here before. So, but today we're going to talk about the basics of Leeloo and how to get started. And of course, if you have any questions, this is a great time to also ask. So let me see if I can minimize that. There we go. Okay, so let's see if I can pull this up. Great. So the first thing when you sign up for Leeloo, you're going to go to the Leeloo website. In fact, go to leelooTrading.com. And I'm not going to go through all the steps, but I do want to cover some basic stuff that I think is important to know and understand. So something that you would notice about us that is a little different from any other company is that we don't just have one type of account. Okay. So not all traders are equal. They're not the same. In other words, not all traders have the same style of trading. Not all traders have the same budget. Not all traders have the same experience. Because of that, okay, and because we understand that, traders have the opportunity to select an account that is right for them. Okay, oh, I see some new people. Let me say, AK Trade says hi. New here. Good to see you. Um, Gongas then says, "Are you U.S. based?" We are. We are based out of Montana, the United States. So yes. Chris Lemper says, "Hello. What's going on, Chris? Good to see you. Good to see so many old faces as well. Adri Sala, good to see you. Tough Shot, good to see you. CTG, Akram, Carlos Calles, good to see you. Michael, good to see you guys. Thanks for being here. NYX, good to see you. So yeah, great question though. And the answer is yes, we are based out of the United States. So yeah, exciting stuff. Um, we've been out for several. We've been here for several years, and so yeah, so we're glad to be here. All right. So by the way, guys, if you're hanging out, if you already haven't done so, will you please subscribe to our YouTube channel? Hit the like button. That would be great. So cool. Okay, so let's get going. Good to see you, Gerald. Um, oh, Nemo, Oscar, good to see you. Hi, welcome. Thanks for hanging out with us. So when you're selecting an account, you may be thinking, what is the best account for me? Okay. So if you're not sure, if you're like brand new to trading, one of the accounts that I highly recommend is for you to start with our Leeloo entry accounts, which is right here. Okay. And just like anywhere on our website, we always want to be sure you understand what the account is and understand it from that. Milan, good to see you. So you can always click here to read more and learn about this specific accounts. Something you would notice about this accounts is the price. They start at $26 a month. That's a phenomenal deal. That gives you data, that gives you everything you need to start trading. You can buy this right now, and for $26 a month, you can trade an account with the potential to earn real payouts. Now, the payout structure for this account is different than the rest of the accounts, but it's because it's targeted for new traders or those traders with a smaller or tighter budgets. Okay. And you can read more about that and read more here. It'll take you and you can talk and look into all those details and what the payout structure is and all that good stuff. So this is great for beginners with traders with smaller budgets. Just looking to practice at a new strategy, or you just want a lower monthly fee while you're still able to get real payouts. So it's just a phenomenal deal and something that I highly recommend. Um, if you're not interested in maybe a different structure of payouts, maybe you want payouts more often, you know? So one of the things we heard back from traders is like, hey, I want to be able to request a payout every week. So we came out with an account called the weekly accounts. All right. We have two size accounts on the weekly accounts. And we have several traders on those accounts. And they get most of them, give payouts every week. So we have moved our payouts. Our payouts used to be the last Monday of the month, and then they used to be on Tuesdays for the weekly accounts. Every single payout request is done on Saturdays now. So if you have a traditional account, there is the last Saturday of the month. If you have a weekly account, it's the next following Saturday. So if you have a 10 every 10 trading days or 15 trading day payouts, you're going to do it to the nearest Saturday. The reason for doing this is that it's going to give you almost zero downtime. So when you request a payout on Saturday, I suggest you do it as early as possible in the day. Um, on Sunday, we'll be able to review those payouts, deduct the amount from Rhythmic, and pretty much allow you to go back to start to trade um, right away on by Sunday night or Monday at the latest. And so you will have no downtime. Where before we were doing payouts, for example, on the last Monday of the month. Well, you won't be able to trade Monday, and sometimes you won't be able to trade on Tuesday, and maybe even Wednesday. So to avoid that, we switched to Saturday. So what that means is we get to work on Saturdays and Sundays, but the goal is even though we're working on Saturday and Sundays, you would not have a lot of downtime from your actual trading. And that was the goal. Is I know you guys want to get back to trading. We want you to get back to trading. because we're traders ourselves, so we understand that, hey, you don't want to miss out on some stuff that might be coming up that you've been waiting for, maybe for weeks and so on. So we want to be sure you get those days in. Also, you don't want to maybe miss out on some trading days because you need those trading days to go towards your next month to request a payout or whatever it may be. So we want to be sure we empower you guys and give you the best opportunity to start trading. Okay, so if you're interested in more frequent payouts, that's the account for you. It's called the weekly account. So every Saturday, in theory, you can request a payout, assuming you meet all the requirements. And again, you can read more here, learn more about the weekly accounts. You can see the requests and how that works right in there. I do see we have a question from Michael, so let me see. If someone qualifies on an LE, which is our Leeloo entry account, right here, and choose an accelerator account, are those payouts 50% as well? Good question. All the Leeloo entry accounts are 50% of your request. So if you request $1,000, you get $500. If you request $10,000, you get $5,000. So yes, any LE has a 50% for the life of that account. So good question, Michael. And again, I encourage you guys to read more about here. Another type of account that we have, and this is probably one of my favorite, and I know a lot of traders have done really well with this account. So, in fact, we've done such a great job that some other companies have tried to copy us. They haven't been actually quite the same as us, but they have attempted because they noticed that traders love this account. One of those accounts is called the Leeloo Bundle. Okay, so the bundle account is a phenomenal deal where it does multiple things. One of the things it does is suddenly it takes away a lot of stress from traders in the sense of, when you buy this account, you get a bundle, means multiple accounts. Now, by default, the traders get 3 accounts in a bundle. But sometimes during sales and during events, we may change that number from more than 3. Sometimes we change it to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15. It just depends on the sale and the promotion that we have. So the last sale that we had them at 10 accounts per bundle. So when you buy this, for example, and you buy it, it starts at $250. If you buy that one, you pay $250, and then you get, let's say, 3 accounts. So you got 3 chances to qualify. Only one account in the bundle can qualify to become a performance account. During a sale, let's say that's 50% off or 80% off, and we change it to 10 accounts in a bundle. So if we did that, that means you have 10 chances, pretty much like 10 opportunities, like 10 resets to give yourself a chance to qualify. The bundles are non-subscription, so they do not rebill. So you only got 30 days to qualify, which gives you about 20 trading days. You can read more about it here and check all that out as well, and including more about how the payouts work and all that good stuff. So the bundles do share the same payout structure that our foundation accounts work. So that's important to know. Then the other type of account that we have is what I call our foundation or our traditional account. And so if you see here, you can see that you can select any account you want. I'll talk about the Leeloo Express here in a minute, so just ignore that for a second. But you can start at $150 all the way through 647, 75. Sorry, 675. And this is a monthly subscription. That means every month you're gonna get a subscription for this amount or whatever amount it is. If you buy this on sale, usually the sale will say, first month only, and then it'll go back to regular price, giving you all the time you need to qualify. I do see that there's a question from Justin. It says, why have the 50K bundles been excluded in the past few sales? Good question. Justin, every event and every sale that we have, you would notice that there's different things going on. So we sometimes include certain accounts and sometimes we exclude certain accounts. So we just been in the last few sales excluding the 50K. Just like in the past, we have excluded the Glide. We have excluded the Leeloo Express. Sometimes we only do smaller accounts. Sometimes we only run sales on bigger accounts. It's just different things we do. So thanks for asking, Justin. Okay, so that's all. This are monthly subscriptions. The Leeloo Express is not a monthly subscription, which is why it says non-recurring. Now, this account here it's a very popular account. And let me tell you why. It's a very small entry fee, $77. If you qualify within the 14 days of when you buy this account and you don't need any extra time and you meet the profit target without reaching the trailing drawdown, you get refunded the $77 back. Now, how many people here knew that? How many people knew? Oh, let me ask you this. How many people didn't know that you can qualify for free? Potentially qualify for free. So will you let me know in the chat who here did not know that you can potentially qualify for free? So the Leeloo Express, okay, when you buy it, you got 14 days, which gives you about 10 trading days, sometimes 11 trading days, to qualify to reach that $6,000 profit target without reaching the trailing drawdown. You got 10 US trading days. And if you qualify, you get the $77 refunded to you right there. Okay. So, okay, AK Trade says he didn't know. Okay, I'm glad now you know. So once you qualify, you're going to get the approval email. And once you activate your performance account and you get your new performance account, that's when we do the refund. So it's usually about a day after you activate your performance account, we refund it right here. So once you activate your Leeloo performance account, your subscription fee is refunded. That's the $77 you paid. You have qualified for free. So no, Omar says 14 trading days or 14 days. No, it's 14 days right here. So you got 10 trading days, which is 14 calendar days. So that includes the weekend. So you want to be sure, usually the best time to buy this is on a Monday or Tuesday. You don't want to buy this ideally. You don't want to buy this like Friday night when the market is closed because you lose out on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So you want to buy this usually Monday and Tuesday. It's the best days, or any other day, but don't wait until Friday night. So don't buy it on Friday. That's the worst day. So yeah, this is a phenomenal. We have refunded over $200,000. That was like a year ago, so it's probably way more than that now. But we've refunded over $200,000 in to traders. So if you are a seasoned trader now, I wouldn't recommend this necessarily for somebody who's beginning. But now maybe you're interested in saying, you know what, I want to give Leeloo a try. I'm willing to do this, and so on. So if you want to do that, this is a great place to go. So we have a question here from Medex. Says, why you can't do 10 days payouts? We do. We do less than 10 trading days, Matt. So I'm glad you asked. I already went over this, but I'll be happy to answer that again. If you buy this account right here, you need 10 trading days for your first payout. And then after that, you only need 4 trading days, giving you a chance to request a payout every single Saturday. So Medex, there's your account for you. It looks like you're interested in the weekly account. There you are, buddy. Omar says 6K, 10, 600 a day. Omar, we're not here to do the math. Every trader's different. So as long as you meet the requirements, that's all you need to do. Ama says, hi, Chris. I passed my evaluation today. Congrats, Ama. Real proud of you. Congrats. I know you're excited about that, so good job. Okay, so we talked about the Leeloo Express. So again, I want to encourage you guys that if you're a seasoned trader, maybe this is something you've done before, and you want to qualify for free, this will be a great option for you. Of course, we're highlighting our most popular accounts, which is the Leeloo Express and the LB Bundle, 25K. So those are the options there. Another thing I highly recommend is for you to see how to sign up. If you're not sure how to sign up, this is a great video. This is on our homepage. This is at leelootrading.com. Sorry, I saw there's a text here from Medex. Medex says, should be cheaper than this plus data fees. Well, Medex, it sounds like you know, if there are cheaper options, if you want cheaper options, but, you know, it looks like if you want weekly payouts, pretty much every Saturday, for example, that's the account for you. If you don't want to pay the price for that, then we do have a $26 account. So I'm not sure what you're saying. So we have both options. we have an option. So if you don't want to pay and you want to go cheaper, we have a $26 option for you. And if you want a weekly payout, we have that option as well. Um, I say Alma says it was a 25K account, a bundle. I had 10 bundles. 10 accounts in a bundle. Those bundles are awesome. Alma, that's great to hear. Glad you like those bundles. I love those bundles too, and I know a lot of traders do too. So, all right, if you're new here, I definitely want to encourage you to watch this video. Go to leelootrain.com. Just scroll down a little bit. You'll be able to see how to sign up, how to get started. Um, and yes, we do have some rules. We want to be sure you understand those rules. So be sure you check out the frequently asked questions on how to sign up. You can read about that here. Um, how much are the performance account fees? You can read about that. How do I qualify for a performance account? Read all about that there. Can I have multiple accounts at the same time? You can check that out there. What are the rules for performance accounts? You can check that out as well. And we always encourage traders that when they ask if you have any promotions, check out our YouTube video. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, on all the good stuff. So let's see here. So we got some more people asking questions, so I'm going to answer those questions now. Milan says, Chris, how do I got to the new dashboard for my PA if it's active yet? It is active. Good question. So let me see if I can go there real quick. Okay, click here. Click this link here. All right, and let me sign in. And if you watched that video that I just promoted earlier today in the conversation, this would also go over all that information as well. So let me see if I can go here. So let me show you that. But guys, I highly, highly suggest you go watch that video that I was promoting just a little bit ago, because that video is going to go over all this. So let's see. So please go back and watch this video here. That's going to really help, okay? So Milan, you said, so there's the link to log in. You're going to use your A-member credentials, okay? And there you will be able to scroll down to see your active PAs, the 30% days, 30 trading days, if you meet the 30% rule and any kind of stuff like that. So one of the things that I did talk about that I want you guys to be very mindful of is if you see this right here, don't freak out. It's not necessarily horrible. It just means that we have to review this manually. Okay, that's all that means. Now, if you're off and you broke that rule, then we will let you know. But just because it says flipping rule payout subject to staff approval, it doesn't mean you necessarily broke it. It just means we have to go manually watch it. Okay, so please don't freak out on that. And if we email you telling you didn't qualify, we will explain why. We will show you why, and we'll tell you how to get ready for the next month. Okay, so don't freak that out. If you have like 80% in there, don't freak out. We will work with you. We'll talk to you. We'll show you how to get ready for that next payout. The 30% rule, though, that's pretty simple. Your best take cannot be 30% or above, so you're gonna be below the 30%. So like you can see here, I'm at 22%, 21%. This one, I'm at 38%, so this does not qualify for payout, and so on. All right, so check that out also. And again, please, please, please go watch that previous video. Not only do you get a chance to win some cool stuff if you write in the comments, like the video, but also you get to actually learn and where I go into this in detail. So, but good question. So now, if you're new to Leeloo, once you qualify for performance account, you'll be able to log into this website here that you can keep track of your trading days, your profits, your 30% rules to get sure you're eligible for payouts. And if you bought any edge enhancers, you will have that as well as a reminder. So for example, this account, I'm eligible to request an additional $500 from the max that I was allowed to do thanks to that. So cool. All right, getting back to it here. So give me 1 second. Another question we had is Top Shot says, bundles got me max accounts and paid for an incredible price. That's good to hear, Top Shot. Good to hear. So, in other words, because of the bundles, he was able to qualify. He was able to get his PAs, and he was able to request payouts. So that's great to go here. Goko says, I have qualified an express and a 25K before. Great value. That's great to hear. And so Goko, you thanks for you kind of reminded me. If you buy the express at full price, which is $77, okay, you get refunded if you qualify. If you buy it during a discount, you don't get a refund. Okay, so the only time to get a refund is when you pay the full price. So, Goko, did you pay the full price? And if you did, you will you confirm you got refunded? That'd be great. And if you didn't pay the full price, then yeah, we don't do refunds on sale prices on the Express. Let's see. Ama says, can we trade overnight and over the weekend? So the answer to that is yes, but there is some risk that goes with that. So I'm going to show you guys where to go to learn a little more about that that question right there. So if you go to the top, if you go to lilytrain.com, go to the top, we'll go to support, and on support you go to knowledge base. All right, I just want you to type overnight, real simple. So when you type overnight, you see he says holding positions during the close. It gives you a warning. It says holding trades is permitted during the 1 hour close and weekends. However, there is risk. And I'm not going to read this all for you. You can go ahead and read it yourself. But please be aware of that. Also, there is a difference between practice accounts and performance accounts. On a performance account, you're only allowed to hold up to 3 micros through the close, where on a practice account, you can hold up to the max of your account allowed. Um, but please be aware that if you hold more than 3 micros without approval, your accounts will be closed. So do not hold more than 3 micros at the close of the market or overnight. So that's a great question. So please go and read more about that. And I just showed you how to get there. It's real simple. So good question on that. Ama, good question. Milan says, great, thanks, you're welcome. Jamangami says, are there any plans to provide Tradovate in the future? Thank you for asking. As of right now, we have Tradovate ready to use, but based on the information that we got from traders and the feedback, we've decided not to move forward with Tradovate. So we will be sending a survey out pretty soon here in the next couple of days. I encourage you to fill it out. And I would like to know why you interested in Tradovate. Are you more interested in Tradovate, or are you more interested in like a web version so you can trade from any computer? Love to hear your feedback on that, Jamanka. And that goes to you guys. So in fact, give me a second. Let me start a poll, and let me ask. Um, Let me see. All right, so check that out. I just did a poll. Will you only trade a web version if possible? In other words, where you don't have to download it to your computer, where you can do it anywhere. Um, there is a pretty much internet service with pretty much any computer. So let's see here. We're okay. Jaman Gami, I explained that. Salah says, "How can we manage our emotions? It's really challenging. You should consider implementing rules that allow for just one trade per day to help in trading." Hi, Salah. Thanks for asking. So, um, one of the things we try to avoid is to set up too many rules. So now you just mentioned that you want another rule added. So at Leeloo, our goal since day one was to have less rules. As we grew and as we've got to hear more from traders, some traders actually wanted to have more rules. Excuse me. So we have to find a balance from what traders say to what we believe. We don't want to be, excuse me, guys. We don't want to be holding the hands of traders and telling them how to necessarily trade. Now, obviously, we need to have guidelines and parameters for that, but we want to be sure that traders have the freedom to trade in the way that best fit them. At the same time, there are some things that we have always had rules on that nothing has new. It's always been the same case. Since day one, since Leeloo started, we've always told traders that they are not allowed to have home runs. In other words, lucky days, big swing days, where one day, 1, 2, 3, or 4 days make, 99% of their profits. Okay, that's not trading. Another rule that we have always had is traders were not allowed to do what I call flipping days. In other words, a day that you go into the market just to count as a trading day. All right. We've always had those fundamental rules. We've always mentioned that traders need to trade in a consistent way. We need traders to be consistent because we move on to copy trading accounts, we need to continue to be consistent and trade in a logical way, not just as a game, not like this is not a PlayStation or Xbox game, where you go in and there's no consequences. We want traders to build good, healthy habits that will translate into the real world trading. That's going to be good for you, and that's good. That's good for us. So, all right, let's do a quick sound check. The Canyon Cafe says my volume is really bad. Can you guys hear me okay? All right. So let's see. So going to your question, Salah, you says how can you manage our emotions? Well, if your issue is over trading, if your issue is trading more than you want, then you need to control that. You need to tell yourself, okay, I'm only going to do X number of trades a day, and that's it. I can't do it for you. No one else can do it for you. So you need to make that decision to say, I want to be successful. And to order to be successful, I need to control this. And if that's what you struggle with, that's what you need to work with. So, okay, GoCo did respond to my message. Says I got it for free in a giveaway. Oh, cool. Okay, so you got the free Leeloo Express and a giveaway, so you didn't have to pay in the first place. That's even better. GoCo, good for you. Sala says if my trade is open when the market closes, well, what happened? Your trade will remain open when you won't be able to manage it during the market close, and when the market reopens, you will have to manage your trade. If that's a performance account and you left more than 3 micros open, then your performance account will be closed within a few days on that. So do not leave your performance account open during the close. Definitely not with more than 3 micros. Fortunate says 3 micros per each single performance account. Correct. It's 3 micros per performance account. Good question. Sammy says, hey, can you explain the 30% rule? Sure, I will be happy to. So, let's see here. Let me, there is, and by the way, I'll show you where you can find it as well so you can check it out yourself. So if you go to support on leelootrade.com, go to support, go to knowledge base, and just type in, I think you can type in 30%. Let's try that. There it is. And it says understanding the 30% rule for performance accounts. And this is where you can read and take your time to read this. I'm not going to read all this for you, but you can definitely check it out. I'll put this here in the link here so you can check it out there. But pretty much it says don't gamble, no home runs, no flipping, okay, just to get a day counted. What is the flipping rule? The 30% rule we've set to ensure that our traders are not taking excessive risk. Here's the explanation. So here's an example, but you can read that. But pretty much it says your 30% rule cannot exceed your best day. Okay, so your best day cannot be 30% or more of your account balance. Okay, so let's do the math here real quick. So if you have an account balance, so net balance, so if you have a $25,000 account and you made $5,000 on top of that 25,000, 30% of that is $1,500. So your single day you cannot have more than $1,500 in a single day. If you do, then you need to continue to trade until that percentage goes lower. Okay, that's all that is. So check this out, read that, and we give you different scenarios and all that for you to understand. Okay. So here's a good example. This guy right here, this trader, made almost $8,000 in one day, but you can see the rest of the days he didn't even almost trade. So he had flipping days, and then after I talked to him, things changed a little bit, but look at the big difference. That's what we're trying to avoid. So because of that, we had to implement a hard rule, which is the 30% rule, which in fact you guys wanted our hard rule. I used common sense, but you guys were like, no, we want a hard rule, so we gave it a clear definition, and there it is for you guys. Let's see here where I left off. Okay, three micros per account. Semi. Okay. Meta says Tratovate is better. Why is it better? So did you see the poll? So MedX, I'll be interested to know why is Tratovate better. Can you explain to me? I'd love to hear it. Amanda says I'm interested in Tratovate so I can connect to my NinjaTrader and copy accounts. Okay. Can you explain to me a little more detail? Is it specifically Tratovate or any web version? And what do you mean connect to your NinjaTrader and copy accounts? Can you explain that a little more to me? Thank you, Emma. I appreciate it. Milan says any three micros? Any three micros, correct. They just have to be micros or less. Um, Alexander says, Chris, ¿tienes descuento 92% para este mes? Alexander, we're going to have some new deal coming out here in the next, hopefully, couple hours. You're not going to want to miss. So we will be posting a new video where we're going to also highlight the winner of the some winners that we are going to randomly select from the previous video. So please be sure that if you haven't already done so, go to the previous video for your chance to win. I'll share the link here again. Please, please, please go. And let's see where we at. I see some people did take advantage of that. Please go. Let me see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice. So there's still a chance for you guys to go. Let's see here. Where do we go? There's a chance for you go here. Go and comment on that video. Please watch it because I talk about some really good stuff. Okay, so I don't want you to miss out on that. But on top of that, I want you guys to also have a chance to win some really cool stuff. So, guys, if you're here watching, we got about 43 people watching, give or take. Please, will you please go and hit the like button? I really appreciate it. That would be really cool. Let's see. Rhythmic. All right, let me see where I left off here. Left somewhere off. There we go. Volume. Kenya, can you still not hear me? Can everybody hear me okay? HT says letting pending orders overnight, is it okay? I wouldn't recommend it. No, that's not okay. Because you can get filled and then you can be in trouble and you won't be able to manage it. So please, I would not suggest that. Omar says, is there a setting on Rhythmic to set amount of contracts? Kind of like setting to auto close? Omar, I'm not sure. I don't think there is. And if there is, I'm not aware of it. Kenya says, okay, the mic is good. Just Sarah says, why is there limits to payouts? Is Leeloo going to increase the payout limits one day? Well, I would say just here, there's two things to answer that. So we have different types of accounts with different types of sizes. So for example, if you want larger amount of payouts, you can go to a larger account. For example, the 300K account. So with the 300K, I think it says it. No, it's not here. Sorry. If you go to 300K account, you can do, what is the investor? Let me go here. Oh, not support. Sorry. Support, knowledge base, investor. On a 300K account, you can request the minimum of 1,000 up to 3,000 for the first 4 months. After that, there is no limit. You can request as little or as much as you want, as long as you keep the the required balance threshold. So if you want larger payouts for the first 4 months, then you're able to select one of those other accounts. So if you don't want any limits, you can select an accelerator, which has no limits on those. Good question. Let me see where I left off. Sammy says, thank you, Chris. You're welcome. Jude says, I am just qualified for performance account that I've paid accelerator. How long should I wait to move forward? Jude, I don't understand your question. Let me read that again. I'm just qualified for a performance account. Okay, so you just qualified that I've paid. Okay, so you paid accelerator. How long should I wait to move forward? I don't know if I understand your question. So you say you qualified, you paid, you should have your performance account now. So not sure if that's what you're asking. Please let me know. Ed TV says I like my trading platform to have its own process running, not sharing with websites and YouTube. Um, hmm. Ed, I'm not sure what you're saying either. Let's see. I like my trading platform to have its own process running, not sharing with websites or YouTube, etc. Uh, yeah. I'm sorry, Ed. Can you explain that? I'm a little lost there. So if you can help me, that'd be great. Amma says trading minis on regular days and macros on down days okay for consistency and keeping my PA. So I'm not here to talk about specifics. I'm not here to tell you what is okay or not. What I'll say is that we can tell over time. We can tell what consistency looks like. So and you should be too. So if you're being consistent about it, it will be consistent. But I'm not here to be to grade or to tell you what to do and not to do regarding your specific trading style. Alex says thanks. See, NYX says, "Hi Chris, have Leeloo ever considered adding end of day drawdown accounts?" Um, we had an end of day drawdown accounts. Um, it wasn't the very popular. It's something we can consider again um, in the future, um, but it's not that's not out of the question. So, all right, guys, if you haven't hit the like button already, I would say please do so. That would be great. If you have not filled out the survey, please fill out the survey. That would be awesome. Okay. Let's see where I left off. AK Trade says over 30% rule. Do I have to reduce the over amount by trading? In other words, I lose that amount. Not sure, AK Trades, what do you mean by that? But if you're over the 30% rule, you just have to continue to trade until your that percentage is below 30%. Milan says sound is excellent, great. Amma says, okay, if we connect the Tradovate account on NinjaTrader, then the copier has access to the Tradovate account for copying. It can be the master or slave. Gotcha. That is what I needed to understand. Thank you so much, Amma, for explaining that. That makes perfect sense. So thank you so much on that. Now, my question, Amma, for you and for anyone else that does that is, why do you need to have Tradovate and NinjaTrader? To me, it doesn't make sense. Why have both? Can you explain that to me? And that would be great if you can do that. I'm just running a couple notes here. Cool. Thank you for that. Ed TV says, okay, that's in response to the poll about trading a web version, which I'm assuming will be alternative to standalone trading desktop program like NinjaTrader. Okay, cool. Thank you, Ed. Appreciate that. Thank you for making that clear to me. Alex says, ¿cuándo estará disponible la nueva plataforma que cuenta la regla de 30%? It's already active, Alexander. It's already active. I already shared the information in the link. Please go check that out. So it's in the chat a little earlier. So please check that out. Please go watch that video that I posted also. That it has the information about that platform. So I want you guys to do that. Also, guys, I'm gonna have some really exciting announcements later this week that is going to make just the payout process even faster and better than ever. So really excited about that as well. Let's see. Ed says NinjaTrader has NinjaScript and way more software and solutions for traders that rely on it. Okay, thank you, Ed, so much. Emma says because NinjaTrader 8 will only let you connect one Rhythmic account. Okay, makes sense. It really hurts. Says one reason is I have custom indicators on any trader that is not available on TradeVate. Okay, and multiple TradeVate accounts. Gotcha. Okay, so you are allowed to with TradeVate you can connect your master. Let's say your Ninja Trader, and you can connect your Ninja Trader to multiple TradeVates. Is that what you're saying? To multiple TradeVate accounts? That'd be great if you can explain that. That's really cool. Thank you. Good questions, guys. Great, great questions. So I'll continue here. Please continue with the questions and as we move along here. So all right, now that you've selected your account and you go to leelootrade.com, you buy the account, whatever account you buy. I highly suggest don't buy an account Friday night when the market's closed. Don't buy it on Saturday. You won't see your account until the market opens or a couple hours before the market opens. So the way it works is, from our system, we will activate the account, but when we send it to Rhythmic, they won't activate it until the market reopens. So best time to buy an account is Sunday night, all the way through Friday, but just do it while Friday market open. If market is closed, I suggest just to wait. So cool. It really says yes, you can have multiple TradeVate accounts on Ninja. Really cool. So Amma says yes, Ninja Trader 8 will let you connect with multiple TradeVate accounts for multiple companies. Okay, good to know. Appreciate that. Thank you for sharing that information, Amma. So good to know. All right. So if you're looking at the screen here, if you're a trader with Leeloo, you're familiar with this. One of the things is unless you're trading with our Traded Pro, you don't need to have market data on. So in fact, you can have market data off. That's the best way to do it if you're not trading with Rhythmic. Once you log in, I'm going to log in over here to get sure that there's no like private information or anything. So 1 second here. And I'll share that with you here in just a second. Okay. All right, so here I'm going to show you, once you log in, this is the way I have set up, and this is what I encourage traders to do as well. So let me show you this right here. Oh, let's see, there we go. So let me know if you can see that. Um, this is really important. Here's what you need to know. You need to know your account, the account name. So pretty much you want to be sure you trade the correct account, 259, 258, 257, whatever it is. You want to have the status bar open. All right. If you don't know how to edit this, just right click on it and you can go add or remove columns. And here you can click and unclick whatever you want. I highly suggest you have at least this information here. So I suggest you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of these things here. Okay. I think they're going to make your life a lot easier. So one is the account name, and then status. If you see active, those accounts are in good standing. If you see where it says admin only, you have reached a trailing drawdown. And which is why I have the account balance here. You can see account balance. There's my account balance in those accounts. And then right next to that, I have one that's called the auto liquidate threshold value. Now, when you're looking through here, be sure you find the correct one. So mine says auto liquidate threshold value. There's some other similar names. So get sure you select the right one. Here's auto liquidate peak balance. That's not the one I'm talking about. Auto liquidate threshold. That's not the one I'm talking about. The one I'm talking about is called auto liquidate threshold value. That's going to give you in real time while you're in a trade, while your account is moving, it's going to show you that. So if this goes up, this is following that. Now, if it's locked in, it won't follow. It will be locked in when you meet the initial balance plus $100. Okay. The cash on hand is not that important, but it's good to know where you started the day on. So, for example, I started my day with 29,520 because I haven't traded today. But let's say I take a quick trade. I'm going to go to account 211. So 211 here. And I'm just going to put a buy. All right. So now I'm into trade. So I'm going to move this so I can have enough room so you guys can see. And so now I'm going to move this back in here. And you can see that it's, you can see I'm in a trade. My P&L, it's empty. When you don't see your P&L, it's because you're in a trade. You can see my commission was 199, but you can see that my account balance is moving. Let's see, we're down $15. So you can see that my threshold is not moving because we're down. But you can see where I started the day. I started with 410 and I'm down to 408. Okay. So let's see if this moves up or down. We can be able to monitor that. Um, this is something I suggest you have. I always have, when I'm trading with Leeloo, or when I traded with Leeloo, I always had this open at the same time I'm trading with whatever other platform I may be using. Why is that? Well, if my Ninja Trader or my Ninja or whatever other platform I'm using loses connection, I want to know. I want to be sure I know what's going on. Or if let's say I mistakenly, I'm just goofing around and I press a button by accident, right? Now I'm like, oh, wait a second, my commissions don't add up. That seems like more than I wanted. Oh no, I have 4 full contracts here. Oh no, that's not good. So now you're more aware of what's going on and it can help you. Um, so right here, I do want to show you how the auto liquidate is moving. You see how that's moving in real time right there. So let me see if I can highlight that for you. So right there, that's moving in real time. Let me move this up a little bit. You can see it better. So right there, we're making new highs. And because we're making new highs on the account balance, that threshold is moving in real time. So the goal is to meet your profit target without reaching your max drawdown. This is your max drawdown. All right. So you don't want to reach that max drawdown. All right. So you want to be very careful. Um, so yeah. So any questions of that, please do ask. Let me see what other questions are coming on here real quick. Um, um Goko says, "Can you use common sense when it comes to my payout, please, because of the way of trading?" Well, Goko, we have the 30% rule now, so it's just follow those rules and you'll be good to go. Don't do any flipping days, and stay below the 30%, and you should be good to go. So you're good on that. Goko. Ayu says, freshly qualified. I've received an email from support saying that I should wait from Rice detailing how to sign up. Still waiting. No, you should. Ayud, you should email Leeloo back. You should be able to go to the link. You got a link in an email. You should be able to select your account and make the payment and get your PA. But later, you're gonna get an email from Rise telling you to sign up and register. So please be sure to go to the link that you got. If you have any questions, email support. Goku said it's hard to keep up with them. Hamada says hello. Okay, cool. Awesome, guys. Great job. All right. So, for example, all right, so we're in this trade. You see that trailing drawdown is here. I'm going to show you now how to calculate that trailing drawdown. So, I'm going to get out of this positions here. I'm just going to hit close here. All right. So, now I'm going to show you what our balance is. Simple math here. So, I take my calculator here, and I'm going to take my $150,000 344.28 minus my auto liquid rate, which is 145, 812.24, and the difference is my threshold is $4,532. Okay, so if that's the case, that means that that's how much money I have to lose if I was to take another trade exactly to lose that account. This is the $150,000 account. So my max trailing drawdown is $5,000. So I'm $468 sorry, and 96 cents away from my perfect trailing drawdown. Okay, so that means that during this trade, at one point, I made enough money, and then I lost enough money to lose some money during my trailing drawdown, regardless of where my account balance is. So you could possibly lose your account by meeting the max drawdown, even with a positive account balance. So keep that in mind. Um, let's see. Carm says, "Are you always going to stay at 30 days for payouts, or will there be any news? Not sure what you mean by that, Karn, if you could explain. But I'll be happy to go over this with you. If you want more frequent payouts, we have an account called the weekly accounts. You can get a payout pretty much every Saturday. So that's the account you might want. Maybe that's what you're asking. Um, Panama says, what does the flipper means? That means that don't go and trade just to count as a trading day. When you trade, get sure you trade with the purpose of actually trading. Um, okay, Alma says, I got a $5 discount for using my bank account to pay for a PA. Omar says, yeah, we already talked about that. Thank you. Carm says, are you always going to stay? Um, okay, yep. AK Trade says Ninja Connection problem situation, other option flat to trade. Yes. So we have the Leeloo app. So if you haven't downloaded, guys, I encourage everyone right now to take a minute to download the Leeloo app. If you go to our website, leelootrading.com, please go there. At the very bottom there, it says get the Leeloo app, download the iOS or the Android store, and you can download the app there. Once you log in, you need both passwords to log in. First, you need your a member password and then your rhythmic password to log in. Once you log in, you can manage and urgently close your trades from your phone. Carm says, why is there no more contract when you sign up a new PA? Yep, Carm, we're moving to a new system that you're only going to have to sign the contract one time. And once that's all set up, you're never going to have to sign up the contract again. We're moving over that right now. In fact, I had a meet. That's why I was late today. I had a meeting with the team that we're going over that. So hopefully we'll get that going by this week. So it should be good. Yeah, there's no more pen the doc. No more pen the doc. Pen the doc is done. No more pen the doc. Yep. So we have a new system that you're going to sign the document one time, never sign it again, and it's going to be pretty sweet. We don't have any merch at this time. We did have some hats in the past and a couple shirts, and so right now we don't have any. But thanks for asking. Pretty cool. Yeah, I do have some merch. I do wear it sometimes. My family wears it sometimes. So we'll see if we can come out with some cool shirts, maybe cool hats, for you guys to have a chance to buy. So, all right, guys. So we talked about how to log in. We talked about how to get started. We talked about how to calculate your account balance, your threshold to see how much balance you have, and how much you need to make up to have a perfect threshold. We talked about all that. You see my P&L for the day is negative 65. You can see how much I spent on commissions, and you can see that I'm good to go. I'm not in any trade right now. So we don't have any discounts right now, Highlock, but we will here very soon. So I'm going to be posting a video in very near future, like later in a couple hours, and where I'll be talking, you know, about the giveaways that we're doing, and also the new exciting giveaway and new sale we're going to be having. So stay tuned for that. All right, guys. Last round of questions. Any other questions? Please ask now. Thank you so much for hanging out. Appreciate each and every one of you. It's been real fun. So every first Tuesday of the month, we want to dedicate that to our new traders. We'll go over some basic stuff and any questions they may have. Of course, anyone is always welcome. So we'd love to have each and every one of you guys come and hang out with us. And Alma says, I want to show my pride if I ever get a payout. I hear you. Great idea. So I will look for some merch on that for you. See what we can do for that. Man, my voice is going at it. All right. So does anyone have any other questions or anything right now? So can I take out 1,500 from a 25K account of the first withdrawal? So I'm not gonna tell you the answer. I'm gonna show you where to look it up. So if you go to leeloootrading.com, okay. So go there with me. Go to leeloootrading.com. So it's all on the website. Yep. So go to leeloootrading.com. All right. Go to support. All right. Go to knowledge base. right? Okay. You have an investor account. Go down to where it says the investor. You're under Leeloo Performance account. Go to investor. Well, so Ed, I would suggest you listen to what's on the knowledge base, not what other people say. So go to investor. I don't know what account you have. I'm assuming you have an investor account. I'm assuming you have an LL account or a traditional account. I'm assuming that. If that's not the case, again, this is why very specific questions don't work out here, because you could have an LE account. I don't know. So what kind of 25K account do you have? If it's an investor LL traditional account, then you can go here and you can look here to the 25K account, and you can the first month, second month, third month, and fourth month. You request a minimum of 1,000, max of 1,000. After that, you can request as little as much as you want. Assuming you don't have an edge enhancer, there's an edge enhancer that you can request an additional $500. So if that's the case, you can request 1,500 or just 1,000 on that. Assuming you're talking about the LL Foundation account, 25K. If you're talking about the entry account, a Leeloo entry, then that's a different number. So so we want to be sure you. If that's the case, if you request 1,000, you're going to get 500. So not sure what kind of question account you have. So Ed says, wasn't for me specific, was just general based on someone I think spreading that on Discord. But thanks for the clarification, confirmation. Yeah. So a lot of people ask, Chris, why do you guys have Discord if every time I ask a question, they tell me to email support? Well, there's a lot of information. There's a lot of different types of accounts, okay? So when you ask a question on any platform, whether it's social media, maybe you ask an affiliate, they don't know what account you have, but they may not even think to say. So what if you're asking about the LE? They will be telling you the wrong information. So what if they're telling you about the weekly? They'll be telling you the wrong information. So it's always best to email support at leelootrain.com, because we can then see the type of account that you have. So when you email us and you say, hey, I have a 25K account, when can I request my first payout? How much can I request? Well, on our system, we know that you have this certain account, and based on that certain account, we know what you can request if you meet the benchmarks. So we will also share a link with you so you know how to look it up yourself. So or we just may share the link with you so you can look it up yourself. But always, please check with support. Don't listen to social media. Don't listen to other people, because they could be, by mistake and not on purpose, misleading you, but not on purpose. So please be sure of that. Okay, last few questions, guys, because I do have to go. Michael says, Chris, what happens if you qualify more than 10 accounts? So you're only allowed to have 10 active trading accounts. So if you trade more than 10, don't activate the other ones. Wait until if you need them in the future. Sad says the hard rules are fine after the first payout. Is it possible to think about more frequent payout cycle, maybe all 10 days, then just you already have a hard rule to stop flipping? Not sure what you mean, Sad, by that. It's a little confusing, so if you can clarify. Yeah, you can have 10 PAs waiting. So when you get the approval email, don't activate it. Don't select your account. Don't do anything. Just save that email. Wait, and if you happen to need more PAs after if you had 10 and you lose one, you're 9, then go find that link and then activate that other PA. All right, guys, great questions. Great show today, guys. Great show. Whoa, it's already 12:44 Central Time, 1:44 p.m. Eastern. Good event. Great questions. We had a great show. A lot of people. We have 51 people watching right now. So please hit that like button. That would be great. We can get those numbers up. And if you haven't already, please be sure you vote on the poll. And then also after voting, please be sure you go watch that video from a couple of days ago, from 8 days ago, because I'm going to be doing the giveaways here pretty soon. So please stay tuned to that. So says, sure. I mean, if you make it and survive, for example, 15 days of trading active, would it be possible to think about giving active non-flipping traders a chance to pay outs more frequent? So my question to you is, Okay. If you are interested in more frequent payouts, get a weekly account. Once you sign up for this account, these are set. So they're once a month, you on the last Saturday of the month, and that's it. So no, that's not going to be changing. So if we come out with a different account, or like I said, if you just want more frequent, this is the way to do it. So said, I hopefully that answers your question. Okay. Any other questions, thoughts? Last call. Cool. All right, guys. Well, this was a great time together. Really enjoyed it. Great show today. Great. A lot of people out, a lot of questions. For those visiting us for the first time, thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate you guys. Remember, please email support@leelutrain.com for your any questions you may have. That's always going to be the best way. Please be patient as we respond to traders. We always take our time. So we may not be able to get to you, as fast as we want to, but we do respond to all the tickets. Also, never, 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 never send multiple tickets. That actually pushes you back to the line. And so, because the tickets get merged to the oldest ticket. So, when you do that, it actually does not help you. It hurts you. So, please don't do that. Okay. All right, guys. Great talking to you. Love to see you guys next week, next Tuesday. We'll talk some other stuff, and we'll dive a little deeper into trading, and maybe talk a little more about some different methods and strategies on that. So, look forward to hanging.